I lost my baseball in it.
I can't find the sprinkler.
I'm pretty sure we have a kiddie pool.
I know the hose is in there somewhere.
It's sort of even with the top of the fence.
Is your grass too long? Save up to $10 on Duracell Ultra Lawn and Garden batteries at Batteries Plus Bulbs.
I can't see my garden gnomes anymore.
Yeah, that's a shame.
For store locations, offer details, and limitations, visit batteriesplus.com.
Blog Talk Radio.
I'm talking business, business over silly. I'm talking business, business over silly. I'm talking business, business over silly. I'm talking business, business over silly.
Welcome, all my loved ones out there to another edition of Boss Radio Live, hosted by Phelo the Great. And man, today is Thursday, April the 5th, and we going in, man, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 p.m. Central, and we got a great show lined up for you today. We will be joined by Cara-Mel. Cara-Mel is a hip-hop artist from the East Coast. She resides in Baltimore, Maryland. So we have some of her music. We will get into her music. And I'm interested into finding out more about Cara-Mel and the movement and everything that she has going on. So all my loved ones, look forward to speaking with Cara-Mel, y'all hearing what she has going on, all my loved ones out there. I have been to her website. She has a nice website. Her music is there. So she'll let you know. I'll let her have that when she comes and joins us and, let us know more about Cara-Mel, who she is and what she got going on, So, with no further ado, let's welcome in the better half of this show, my inspiration. And the reason why I do this, man, when I don't want to do this, man, and, none other than celebrity consultant, the lovely Valerie Denise Jones.
Hello, Phelo the Great. How are you?
What's up? How you doing today?
I'm good. I'm equally as excited about getting to know Cara-Mel because she has a very, very, I don't know, her bio takes you on a very intense journey. And I've been sitting here watching her videos, and they're very, very, those are some hell of a visuals. I mean, like she walks you through, literally you can mute the audio and still get the same message that she's trying to portray. So that's good that she was able to accomplish that. So I'm excited. How are you doing?
Well, look, I'm ecstatic. We're here, Boss Radio Live. We're going in. I'm happy every time I crack this mic because the SPOF campaign. That is what we is, Sophisticated Prophets of the Hood. And so what we do, this platform, Artists on the Grind, being able to see artists who believe in themselves, who have their stuff together, who have visuals, can send you to their website. You can Google them, so to say. They have their work together. They're serious about their craft. I love those type of artists. That's what we do. I get behind those type of people, and I love to bring them on the show, interview them, find out the story behind the story, because it's not all about the music. It's about the inspiration, the reason for the music, the story. Like you said, she has an interesting story just from you watching the videos. You say you can hit mute and still get the same story just from watching it, you know what I'm saying, acted out. You know what I mean? So that's cool. That's cool. That's deep. That's dope. And I'm ready to get into the show. So with no further ado, let's get into this birthday segment. You know what I'm talking about? And once we get through the birthday segment, and then we're going to go to the music break. Once we play one of the songs I'm going to start with is Reflections. Valerie said that she liked that song. We was
that was
reviewing her material. Right, so
right.
So we're gonna get into Reflections. So right after the birthday segment, so y'all know how we do it here. So let's get it. Happy birthday to the homie Pharrell Williams. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know Pharrell, Mr. Happy himself. You know what I'm saying? He's 45 years old on today. You know what I'm saying? And Juicy J, M-Town. And I gotta give it to him. Yes, I am a little biased, people, because Phelo the Great is from the M-Town. That's Memphis, baby. Juicy J, original 3-6 Mafia, him and DJ Paul. You know what I'm saying? Happy birthday to you, Juicy. He's 43 today. I hear you. Charlotte Flair, she's a wrestler. Y'all know wrestling, those wrestling fans. She's 32 years old on today. Let's see who else has birthdays today. Anybody else have a birthday today worth mentioning? Greg Mathis, Judge Mathis, reality star, Judge, I think that's his name, Greg Mathis. He's 58 today. And that's about it. So let me make sure I didn't overlook nobody. No, I didn't. That's it, man. So y'all know how we do it here on Boss Radio Live, man. So on the count of 3, Boss Radio, let's give it to him. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday!
All right. So happy birthday from Boss Radio Live, man. We wish y'all many, many more. So stay tuned, all my loved ones out there. When we come back from this music break, we will be joined by our featured guest, our Artists on the Grind guest. That will be none other than Cara-Mel. So look, y'all stay tuned. We'll see you right back here on Boss Radio Live after these messages. Let's get it.
Media Fury Radio, hosted by Valerie Denise Jones, every Monday, 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. One furious hour of breaking news, exclusive interviews, behind-the-scenes first looks, and Hollywood's insane stories from the worlds of film, television, fashion, literature, and social media. Media Fury Radio. Fast, furious, relevant media. Visit MediaFuryRadio.com for more details.
They say life is a gamble, so I guess I better roll the dice. Every time I spit hard, I'm really nice. I put the pen to the pad as I write through the good and bad times. As I rhyme to reflect my conscience, be my music to my therapy. As I know God's watching over me, thinking back what brought me through. Boy, if you only knew. Trials and tribulations, confessions, I'm stressing. Don't going gets tough, go and brush some shoulders off and pick yourself up. Don't deny your true self, your God-given purpose. Be all that you can be, yo, trust, it's worth it. It's my black queens, true kings, will stop the disrespect. Real talk as I reflect, let's connect. These are my thoughts as I give my reflection. As the world divides in direction, I see the sun rise, normal cloudy days in the sky. My reflection of a new day. No more crime, no more hate. We need to unify before it's too late. Come together, we the people, let's relate. I sit back and reflect, I thank God for another day. Thinking how that cancer could have took me away. But as the sun shines through the sky, in my path I see no more cloudy days. I lean not to understand, I trust in the Lord for what I seek is within His plan. The final stage, that is B. I step out on faith, never fear, it's the key. To being me is who I be. I claim to be no saint, but I know who I am. God's child, protected with the full armor. The covenant of His precious hand. I stand. My number one rule is tell the truth. Keep it real and do you, cause at the end of the day, you gotta deal with yourself as a reflection in the mirror still remains. These are my thoughts as I give my reflection. As the world divides in direction, I see the sun rise, normal cloudy days in the sky. My reflection of a new day. No more crime, no more hate. We need to unify before it's too late. Come together, we the people, let's relate.
Hey, look, haters see it clearly. I was posted in the hall with my niggas standing near me. Now I look around, I don't see them niggas with me. Funny how the love turned to strangers in a jiffy, y'all. Maybe the high fucking with me be the ones that gave you joy, bring you pain in the city. So I be holding red cups with the brown in it. Take a swig, I hope your spirits drown in the past. I got a passion for the cash. If it ain't about $1, then you know I got a pass. I'm from 1415, where the city cut the water out. My uncle had to flip the main valve to get us on. Now it's on, steady on for the cake, and it don't stop till each gas is morning at my weight. In other words, I'ma get it to the death and let the rocks on my ring reflect whatever's left. Yeah.
These are my thoughts as I give my reflection. As the world divides in direction, I see the sun rise, normal cloudy days in the sky. My reflection of a new day. No more crime, no more hate. We need to unify before it's too late. Come together, we the people, let's relate.
Welcome back to Boss Radio Live. You were just listening to Reflections by our featured artist, our special guest, on our Artists on the Grind segment here on Boss Radio Live. That was Cara-Mel. And so, with no further ado, I'm going to let Cara-Mel come introduce herself. With no further ado, let's welcome Cara-Mel to the show. Cara-Mel, what's
going on? Hey, what's going on? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling blessed.
Okay, that's good. That Reflections joint. That's a nice jam. We was listening to the jam. Actually, Valerie was. We was on the website. And let me say, your website is nice.
Thank you.
Very nice. So everything is there. And so people, please, all my loved ones out there, when she give you the website, when she give you her contact information, please go to the website. Website is dope. So we was on the website, and we were listening to some music, and she told me to go to the racial profile. That's where we found the Reflections joint. And so I played the jam, and it's a nice jam. And so welcome to the show, and let the people know more about Cara-Mel. You know what I'm saying? You got it. Let's get it.
All right, thank you. What's going on, everybody? I don't know where to start. As Valerie said, and as you read my bio, I have had a long journey from, back in the day to now. But just to start off, reside in Baltimore, Maryland, but I was born in Norfolk, Virginia, and raised in Chesapeake, Virginia. Shout out to 757. I always got to do that. And yeah, so growing up, I was always into like music at a very young age. My parents used to play like the old school, oldie but goodies, so I fell in love with like R&B, like artists like Al Green and Stevie Wonder, just to name a few. I thought I was going to actually be an R&B singer, but that changed when I started hanging out with my brother a little bit more and getting a hold of his cassette tapes and stuff as a teen. So I started, falling in love with like Slick Rick and Luke and Tupac. So that's when that transition of getting into the hip hop genre and rap kind of fell into that area time frame for me, like around age 14.
Okay. So with growing up with that type of music, like you said, listening to your brother getting a hold of his tapes, listening to the Loops, the Pogs, what would you say stuck with you? Listening to that type of music, what stuck with you? Because you said you had aspirations of being an R&B singer. So what was it about the hip hop, the rap music that really stuck with you and said, I really want to do this opposed to singing? So at first, when I started out as an artist, I was kind of doing like both a little bit, but more focused on like the neo soul R&B style. But what really got me, I was honestly like my brother. He turned me on to like I was a big Luke fan, like no lie. Like I love like that Miami bass down south type of music. So that's what really grabbed me. I was all about at first at that time frame more of like that style of rap. So that's what I originated as far as getting to the rhythm and writing of rap was that Luke style. I love that Miami bass, that just that down south feel when a lot of people weren't really into it, like back in the day. So that was that Doodoo Brown era that
exactly.
I wanna rock
yes.
I wanna rock right now.
That was my jam.
Doodoo Brown, Doodoo Brown.
Exactly. You got it.
Yeah. Right. So that's where I'm from. I'm from Memphis. So we call that club music, right? So that's what you're gonna hear in the club. They be pop locking, pop shaking, and all the dances they were doing back then to that type of music, the rocking chair and all types of dances they were doing back in that era. So I feel you. I feel you on that. Yeah.
You used to come. You used to like, you go to the club. You'd be like sweaty coming out of there. It's like a workout.
Right. True indeed. Them facts. They don't know nothing about that. They standing on the wall, typing and texting. You know what I'm saying? They don't get the full club experience nowadays. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they get robbed nowadays in the club. Back in those days, you got a full club experience. For real. And Valerie, I'm quite sure being from Miami, probably can contest to that Miami type based music. The folks from Miami like JT Money, you know what I'm saying, who represented Miami, you know what I'm saying, around that time. Like you say, Luke. Everybody was on Luke. Luke is the reason, and those who don't know, Luke is the reason for the parental advisory sticker on records nowadays. You know what I'm saying? So, I can relate to that. So, Cara-Mel, let's say you started with that, with that Miami bass type vibe. All right. So when did you say your maturity came? Well, walk me down the timeline of your maturation process with music.
So basically, I was into like that style of music probably a good 5-6 years. So like in my early 20s, and then honestly, you know how it is. When it's time to time to kind of grow up, your parents are like, okay, you got to go to school, do something, get a 9-to-5. So, I actually stopped music. You know how that goes. So I stopped music. I didn't really have that support back then as I do now. with this music career thing. So I stopped music for a while, went to college, got the 9-to-5 job, went to school, got a degree, started teaching. I taught special education for like 8 years. And then got into like health and wellness. And then from there, it wasn't until actually 2015 when I had like a health crisis, so to speak. I pretty much that health scare kind of helped me, so to speak, to reevaluate some things in my life. So when you get hit with the word like cancer, you're like, oh, your whole mind state changes. And during that process, I really sat down. I was like thinking about some things. I'm like, what haven't I felt like I hadn't accomplished some things that I hadn't, wanted to do in my life. And music was one of those things. Music was my passion back in the day. And that kind of like, I guess you could say, fueled me to get back into the music. So when I was going through my process of dealing with that, I started writing, and that was like my outlet while I was, dealing with my health situation at that time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So let me ask this before I turn it over to Valerie, who's gonna have some questions for you as well. Just listening to that, are you a survivor of cancer? Have you beat it?
Yeah.
Or are you still going through it right now?
So I luckily, and that's why I say I'm blessed, and that's what in one of the verses of reflection it talks about, the cancer thing. So they actually found I was in the early stages. So at first they thought it was just like precancerous, and then when I actually ended up getting like a lumpectomy, they actually found cancer in there. So it was non-invasive. It was called DCIS. So it had not spread. So I was blessed at the fact that they were able to find it. I went when I felt something wasn't right, you know what I mean? And so I'm clean. Ever since January of 2016, I've been diagnosed clean health. I'm good.
Hold on.
Congratulations.
Gotta give it to you, and God is good. God is good. But go ahead. I'm sorry for that.
No, thank you. Yeah, it's just a scary thing, and I'm seriously, I tell women all the time because it's actually a known fact, and studies show that African American women in general, I encourage you all to definitely go out, get your mammograms, get what if you feel like something's not right with your body, go see the doctor. That's the difference between saving your life and, dealing with something later on, so never ignore your body. So yeah, just because, I would definitely say that, but that was definitely a scary time. But the music, that's how I got back into my music. It became an outlet for me during the process of that.
Yeah, you basically took the words out of my mouth and helped me to segue into my questions again. Much like Philip just played the soundbite, I definitely congratulate you for taking your health seriously, because a lot of us do neglect that, especially African Americans. A lot of us self-medicate. A lot of us, ignore certain symptoms. We're not known to go and get regular checkups, and that's why so many of us die early, because there are certain things that could have been prevented, but we're not wired that way, even down to mental health, which is a huge thing, because we don't want to talk about certain things. We don't want to admit that maybe there's a problem, and once you know the problem, then you can work on the problem, and a lot of us just don't want to deal with that reality because we have other things that we're using as a form of escape. So we don't need one more thing, that life is throwing at us. So, yeah, I do definitely want to congratulate you for taking that seriously. Definitely want to make sure that that's heard. What I want to do is slow it down just a little bit. I'm cognizant of the time. I know that in my area it's 4:24. But so I want people to understand that really, like, your music. I was watching a lot of your videos, and as I mentioned, they're so vivid that you could literally mute it and still follow the storyline because there's a lot of passion, and the visualization kind of speaks for itself. It lets us know where you were mentally, and I'm definitely into that. So I noticed that in your bio it said that you started out like around the age of 7. So that to me tells me that I like the fact that you've been aware, you've been woke in a sense for a very, very long time. And that says a lot. If you want to, like, speak to that, because we're always talking to young people who they need to know that you can identify, you know, what you like, what you want, you know, where your skill set is at a very, very early age. What was that like around that time period, like when you were like 7 years old and you were discovering, you know, who you were?
And so, you know, that's very interesting that you say that. So, you know, it's interesting because growing up, I always say that, and my mom laughs at me till this day. I always told her, I was like, Mom, you know, I'm not I'm not meant for a 9 to 5. I'm an entrepreneur. I didn't know what an entrepreneur was at the time, but, you know, I knew, like, it was about a person being on the grind and things like that. So I had that feeling along for, you know, at an early age, like, and I could say that probably came from my daddy's side of just me seeing him. You know, he was a truck driver, and, you know, my mom worked a regular 9 to 5, and they always made sure we had clothes on our back, you know, food on the table, roof over our head. And so I like to say that just watching them kind of like gave me that, you know, I guess that feel or that experience of observing them of you know, defining or figure out who I am at a young age. They always allowed us, myself, my sisters, and my brother, to try things, you know, and 9 times out of 10 they supported us or at least let us try, and, you know, they directed us. But definitely as a kid, like the love for music and things like that, I just knew. It's just like that feeling you get, like that intuition, that gut feeling. And, you know, I don't know how to really, like, kind of explain it, but it's just like when you know, you know. Now, don't get me wrong, you know, of course, as you grow up, you kind of transition, you know, as you go through life experiences and things like that. And that kind of evolves where my music is at now, where I came from, like, that Miami-based dance-style music. But now, with everything that's going on in the world, you know, there's a need for that awakening, for people to be aware and you know, get to finally hear music out there that they can resonate to or relate to, or, you know, that they can, you know, say, oh, you know, I can relate to this artist. I understand what they're saying. You know, the struggle is real, and people got to understand, you know, you got to understand, you know, it's okay. You know, you might have some storms and things like that in your life, but, you know, you can get through.
Mhm. Yeah. There's a couple of reasons why I asked such a loaded question, and that is I want to always make sure that I talk to young adults because they don't have the arts in the school. They don't have the outlets. They don't have true reflections of reality. Everything is very automated, very digital. We live in a very digital world. The realities are very, very different from 10 years ago. They have to deal with issues that even as adults, in my opinion, are very stressful. Shootings in schools, right?
Right.
Rape in school, you know, the different things, cyberbullying, things that I never, you know, coming up, that was not something that my mom had to protect me from. Literally protecting you from social media, literally protecting you from, you know, whatever, I don't know, all these things that are happening, you know, in our beautiful divided states of America, right? This certain
right.
they have
yeah,
to deal with. So,
so,
you know, so I always try to take my time, especially when I discover that people started out at a young age, because they need to know, hey, you know what, when it feels like your world is crumbling down, why don't you put the pen to the paper and start writing stuff down. You don't have to be a product of your environment. And quite often we do, because we want to be, we mimic the Nicki Minaj, and that equates to a very low self-esteem, because you're looking at this person who literally had enough money to go out and buy an entirely different look, which means that I don't accept who I am, right? I don't accept the natural hair, my wide nose, the way that I talk, certain things like that. I'm supposed to be this Barbie version of. And so I definitely give you mad accolades for being as natural as you are and being as deeply rooted as you are, because I think that a lot of young girls need to see more of that, because that's not something that's normal.
Yes, and that's one thing I will say, and I wanted to, I don't know if you've been to like my Instagram page and things like that. I try to reflect that a lot, especially for the young girls out here, especially African American girls. You're right. I grew up, I know, and you probably can also say the same thing. You wear the weaves, you wear the makeup, and I'm not saying nothing's wrong with that, but I didn't see women, which I'm so happy to see now, women with low fade cuts, dreads, braids, afros. It's like more and more women are embracing their beauty. They're not wearing makeup, or they're keeping it natural. It's a beautiful thing. That's the one thing I like to say, and that's one thing I wanted to reflect when I resumed and came back out doing music, is to show that it's okay. You don't have to dress up in 6-inch stiletto heels and be half dressed to, be a good artist. That's not what it's all about.
Right. And I also like, too, that you use your roots as a form of expression. A lot of people neglect the fact that down south and the upper portion of the East Coast, it's a different mindset. We understand, we're deeply rooted. We understand culture. We understand, that we are real, true products of our environment. I worked in the Baltimore area, the New York area, and quite often was very jealous of the energy that I would get, because the people were literally in a position to really express themselves through their different skill sets. You know what I mean? So it's like,
right.
Yeah, because I was looking at the videos and you guys were talking a lot about poverty, but you didn't have to, you could still be rich in it, you know what I mean? And still be very expressive, which that destroys a lot of people who are so, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Sedity in a sense. They don't really know how to take on, like, this is who I am. I love. You got people who literally love New York, and you're thinking, how could you love New York? That place is so crowded, and so this and this so that, and you guys don't have to have cars, and there's so much about us that people from the outside don't understand. And one thing I can definitely appreciate about you being from that area, and beyond, is that you are a real product of that environment. You show us what it's like to be able to take who you are, the environment, all of that, and be expressive. You know what I'm saying? You through your words, your lyrics, like I said, the visualization, you're giving us a true reality, as opposed to this facade that the media creates, or we have to create in our own lives, because quite often we're being paired one against the others. Like you said, we got to wear the weaves, got to get the big booties. We got to, you know what I'm saying? Like in Florida, you have to maintain a certain look. And it's very, very different. It's very different even in your area in Washington. It's a different kind of pride. I was looking at Howard University, and I was looking at those girls and even the guys, how they take care of themselves, how they just, you know what I'm saying? Like when you look at you guys, it's like you feel like, damn, it's something about them that I want, something about them that I admire, something about them that's a true reflection of what a pure African American, looks like. And I won't even say African American, I'll just say black, because I don't know what African American is supposed to look like in 2018 African part. I just want to take out, you know what I'm saying, and separate it from the American. But I like how you use your rich culture in your songs. So can you walk us through that? Like, how do you take all of that and commit it to writing? What's your process?
So when it comes to like my music process, pretty much I always keep like a notepad nearby, or if I have my phone. I like to talk about my experiences, but also to real life current events, and that kind of like pretty much what my songwriting cultivates around. So it's pretty much talking about past things I might be dealing with, things I might know others may be dealing with, or something that I may have heard on the news. I do a lot of like research and a lot of studies, African American studies, and just to continue to learn about our culture regardless. And I think that's important. We need, knowledge is power. And so I take that information, and I pretty much would write a song in reference to a topic or how I'm feeling and things like that. And that's how I kind of put my songs together.
So much like Philip, you have something that you do with Philip. Philip is the type, he will Philip is the type of person, he'll use like his story in his lyrics, so you learn a lot about him, but also it's also a lesson. Did it help you knowing, I noticed that you said you know how to play like the saxophone. Does that help when you know how to play like a musical instrument?
I do think it helps. I've been playing the saxophone since like the sixth grade, so like since I was 11, and it does help. I feel like you need to know, like having that musical experience of playing an instrument. It helps you because you learn about different things like notes, and it helps you with tone and like music and things like that. Especially if you want to get like into like music production and just as an artist as writing. So I do think that having that musical background does help an individual if they want to get into music or if you are an artist.
Right. So before we go into our next musical break, I want you to, your story is sort of like, it's a beautiful like love story, so to speak, because it's like a love of life. How you just, it seemed like you had one of those like rich childhoods, and I don't mean rich meaning money. I mean rich with culture, rich with love, rich with an understanding of self, and like I mentioned, your environment. And then, somewhere growing up, when you didn't get your major deal, as you mentioned in your bio, you were like, okay, there was the struggle was there, you didn't get it, so you kind of gave up on your pursuit, right? And then you went to work doing something totally different, special education, which it takes a different kind of person, to teach special education. And then also, too, it says that you got into fitness. And then from fitness, you go, I think, was that your family business? Like,
yes. So
I'm going
like
off memory here.
Oh, that's okay. No, you had a good memory. That's good. So from the fitness industry, I had formed a corporate health fitness facility business where we pretty much like that lasted like 5-6 years. And the reason behind that we had to close that was because we dealt with like a lot of government contracts, and we were kind of like the middleman, so to speak, of staffing companies and so forth. And so from there, we were losing money, and certain companies weren't paying, so that put us into a personal bind where pretty much we had to close the business, we had to file bankruptcy, and we had to start over. And all during that time, that process, I found out, of course, about my health issue. So it's like all these things were like coming one after the other.
Right.
And so, it was just like, that was a tough time, but it was also too a time where it molded me, it helped me, it built me up and made me the person that I am now, And, you know, a lot of people say that's a testimony. And, you know, and I don't mind. It's weird because back in the day, or a couple of years ago, you know, I'm kind of very private. I'm a private person, but I realized after talking to so many different people, you know, my story can help others, you know, and that's why I don't mind talking about it because, you know, we all go through our struggles and things like that. And I want people to realize and see that, you know, the things that I went through, you can get through your storm and come out, there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Right. Yeah, I walked you through that. On purpose because we're treading some very murky waters right now, and a lot of people are hurting, right? And I hate that we are expressing ourselves. And there's a reason for my insanity, and like I said, why I'm using your story, because it's one of those stories, like you said, that is definitely a testimony to let people know that they don't have to turn to anything ratchet, or they don't have to give up, or they don't have to, you know, stop loving themselves, or get into these circles that don't necessarily feed them. I walked you through that because it's like when I look on social media, I see us, meaning people who look like me, black people, we're doing things that are not reflective of who we are as people. Like, literally, I see young people pulling guns and cars and shooting each other, you know, guns contests. I see we're starting to rape, you know, that's not, it's not natural for us to do these different things. So it must mean that we're acting out because we're looking for some form of an escape, right? And so before we go to the song, I think Phelo, one of his favorites was Broke. What do you do for your strength? If you just kind of, you want to share that with us, where do you pull your strength from? Where do you get all that courage? You're talking in reference to like the song, or just in general? Just you, because I'm telling you, we're at a state, we're at a very, very fragile state, because right now social media kind of controls our lives, it controls our energy. Yes. But even when you start looking at a Tyrese screaming, you know, and crying on air, and a Black China, you know, dating and getting into fights at Disney World or Six Flags, and dating an 18-year-old, you don't. What do you use as a role model, so to speak? You know what I'm saying? So we have to start looking within, and we got to start looking at people such as yourself and say, well, dang, if she can do it, I can definitely do it. And it'll make us look back at us, look in the mirror at us, you know, and pull from that inner strength. So what's yours?
So personally, I mean, I think you need to make sure, you know, I say the people. I always say you want to be around the right people. Don't let everybody in your realm. You know what I mean? I you know, I've always had like a good head on my shoulders, so to speak, and it's amazing. I feel like it doesn't matter where you grew up, you know, your background, things like that. I feel like, you know, a person can definitely change. And for me, you know, it was a lot of positive women in my life, and one is my mother, seeing the strength of her, being a Black woman, raising kids, you know. My two older sisters, you know, they were like the ones that kind of like kept me grounded, you know, growing up. And it was me watching them that, you know, kind of molded me as to the type of person that I, you know, grew up and wanted to be. And, you know, as far as like mentors and people that I watch, women that I watch of color, I like Oprah Winfrey and Michelle Obama. I think they're very good role models for all women in general, but definitely young girls. And you're right, there needs to be a change where, you know, setting a mold where we start looking at, you know, looking at things like social media and things like that, and people who's really, you know, who's out there really like, you know, your kids who they're watching and things like that. So, you know, I feel like we're in a good transition phase now anyways. With that, there's a lot of more positive women that's coming out, and that's people that are, you know, a force to be reckoned with. And I think that that will change in the future, where the Black Chinas and the certain people or women won't be role models.
That's good. Yeah, I think the next song, according to Philip, and I want to say big up because I too graduated from University of Maryland. I was at a satellite station in Europe, but I did get my associate's degree from the University of Maryland. I see you're pursuing your bachelor's degree, University of Maryland.
Yes.
I appreciate the interview, definitely. It's time now. I think we're going to take a quick music break. And so I guess what we want from you is for you to introduce your song, Getaway. If you want to share with us what your inspiration was behind that and take us into the song.
So, yes, Getaway is my most recent release. So it's basically about the ups and downs that I went through personally, but also, too, about bringing, going out, getting rid of the old and out coming into the new. And it's pretty much about the exiting of 2017 and coming into the new year of 2018.
All right.
Well, with no
Phelo,
further ado.
There you go.
with no further ado, here we go. Here's Getaway.
I punch that clock up every day, like my daddy used to say, real talk, gotta be a better way. Staring at the clock, time passing by, waiting for my shift to be over so I can get about. Boss keep chirping, but out the ear it goes. Bill collectors find a notice, woo-hoo, so what's new? Why y'all keep barking in my ear like it's gonna get you paid any sooner this year? Overdraft to pay rent, cash advances in the hole. Yo, for real, this check-to-check mess is really getting old. 365, work to the bone, and all you got to show is a foreclosed home. Normal white picket fences, dream mirage of the past. I'm trying to figure out, how we gonna last. We hanging by a thread, but gotta keep the faith with the same cliche, thinking maybe next year, man.
I can't wait to get away. I can't wait to get away.
That's right.
I can't wait to get away from you.
Can't wait to get away, yes, Lord.
I can't wait to get away. I can't wait to get away.
That's right.
I can't wait to get away from you.
Yo, I can't wait to get away from all the issues, like a never end the cycle. Real talk, I won't miss a broken record, skipping off the beat, having fear for my man as he walks these streets. It's like it don't even matter, sun up, the sun down. Another black man just got shot, 325. Around the way, it's a never-ending story. You gotta stay prayed up just to walk up the corner. Generations on the porch, next house full of raps. This ain't the type of living to grow up, and that's a fact. Tears of a fatherless child as the system educates by closing up schools around, and they wonder why the teens are acting all wild. I can't allow my kids to be a product of this town. Contemplating change for the new year. I'm packing up my bags and we getting up out of here.
I can't wait to get away. I can't wait to get away.
That's right.
I can't wait to get away from you.
Can't wait to get away, yes, Lord.
I can't wait to get away. I can't wait to get away.
That's right.
I can't wait to get away from you.
Welcome back to Boss Radio Live, hosted by Phelo the Great. And you and the artists on the grind segment, listening to it, all my loved ones out there. That was Getaway by our artists on the grind guests. Cara-Mel. Welcome back to the show. That was Getaway. And I like that. Basically, what I heard in that Getaway, myself, is that you were talking about getting away from the 9 to 5, getting away from the job, leaving the 9 to 5, watching the clock go by like, man, there got to be a better way. Man, Pops told me, man, it gotta be a better way. I'm ready to get off this 9 to 5, man. And so that's pretty much what that song was about. So let me ask you this: being that that's your latest release, Getaway, talking about the 9 to 5, have you gotten off the 9 to 5? Where are you presently? Are you in your music? Is your music doing this thing for you, basically? So have you made the transition from a 9 to 5 to an entrepreneur in your music or any other endeavor that you chose to indulge in?
And so I'm doing both. So I'm in transition, but I am working on an actual single that I'm going to release and sell in the summer. And as far as other ventures, I'm working on my fitness business right now, revamping that, and in hopes of, by the fall of 2018, opening up a studio. So that's all in the works right now. So right now I'm still doing the 9 to 5, but I'm also doing my entrepreneur thing.
Okay. And so that's probably what inspired that song, I must say. You probably was at work one of them days, them days you have on the 9 to 5, or somebody just one of them days, just an aura, just walking in like, man, I really don't want to be here. And you probably had that beat on your phone or something, and you put your headphones on and cut the beat on, and the track just starts singing to you. I can't wait to get away. I can't wait to get away from you. And you just
it did happen like that.
You know?
it did happen like that. I'll be writing on the clock while I'm at work. Yeah, but actually, though, what happened was I did come home from work, though, and I sat down, and actually I cut the beat on because I knew I wanted to work on the beat on that particular song, and I wrote that song in 30 minutes, just like that.
Wow.
So, yeah, it was already on my brain, so.
Mm-hmm. It was real talk. And that's what you wanted to do, get away. So, man, I appreciate you. I appreciate what you're doing. Like Valerie said, one of my favorites, just listening to it, was the Broke song. So what I want to do at this time, and we'll come back, I want to go ahead and play the Broke song. Getaway is your latest. That's the one that you released. That's the one you sent me. So we got into that. So right now I want to play this Broke song because I really like this song. So with no further ado, all my loved ones out there, this is Broke by Cara-Mel. And I'll see y'all back here after this music break. Let's get it.
A DJ Plutonic exclusive.
I'm tired of being broke. 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 Muslim mentality, white man's curse. Thinking we inferior, take us as a joke. Closing our schools, killing our men, locking them down so they can't get ahead. Single mother struggles too, most on welfare, having dreams of rich, silver spoons in a band. Looking for a way, cause the struggle is real. Gotta be a better way, cause these streets will kill you dead. Yeah, I understand, came from 19K to broke again. Had to close our bills, but thugs trying to steal our house again. Claiming how they couldn't really help us, man. From banks to man, but we got the last left for everything. I mean everything, yeah, everything. Even down to the toilet. Meaning, mighty, mo, we catch a pig bite. So, knock a load is the code. Social risk is stronger, yo. Society's on the verge of destruction. Only the strong will survive, and we coming for you, yo.
I'm tired of being broke. Gas tank on E. I'm tired of being broke. Wonder what the world is going to eat. I'm tired of being broke. Bank account got lint. I'm tired of being broke. Who the hell gon' pay that rent?
I'm tired of being broke. 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 I'm tired of being broke.
You're now rocking with your boy DJ Plutonic.
I'm tired of being broke.
I've been down for a minute, more than a week, waiting on a come up, trying to get a piece, trying to turn a penny to a bankroll, tired of counting pennies from a payroll. I played it cool cause you stay so, now my stomach growling like Cujo, and I was begging for it, now it's time to take, no swim fast, now it's time for steak. My appetite like 80 degrees, so if you're getting cake, then I want a plate right now. Yeah, slice the pie right now. Cause if I can't eat, then you can't eat. We starve together right now. It's a cold world that we running the train. Try to keep us down so we stay in our lane. I feel the caboose, so calling the truth. We aiming at you till you're feeling our pain. No Advil, can't numb it now. We smarter now, you can't dumb it down. You try to hide it from us, but we mapped it out. Got a GPS on that paper route. Thought it was done when they took my home. Repo the truck and full closing the loan. Try to knock me down with my back on the ropes. No, I'm back up and I'm throwing them blows. You was laughing at us like we was a joke. Tell them Lilliputians, the Giants awoke. Yeah, the Giants awoke. The Giants awoke. I'm tired of being broke. Gas tank on E. I'm tired of being broke. Wonder what the world is going to eat. I'm tired of being broke. Bank account got lint. I'm tired of being broke. Who the hell going to pay that rent?
I'm tired of being broke. 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 I'm tired of being broke.
I need a little help from my friend. Cause we have a dime, spare some change, rings, movies, and rocks. Come about them socks, come about them clothes. Give me all that you got. Better make that block out, pop, shot to the empty. No need to die, no reason why. Don't even try to tempt me. Don't even try. I bleed them, won't you test me? You wind up close, so no, don't be so bold. For that dough, I bleed you slow. Laid out on the streets, we own. 9 to 5 living is killing me. The way I see, we all in prison, bound into societies. Vision of life, think twice before you enter. Take heed, take caution. You may not like where you may end up. Struggle and hustle. My brother stay up in the kitchen, cooking up for that come up. My lady, she out here stripping. Couple of dollars. My baby crying, screaming, holler. We hungry, got no money, so homie, we got a problem. Holler. I'm tired of being broke. Gas tank on E. I'm tired of being broke. Wonder what the world is going to eat. I'm tired of being broke. Bank account got lint. I'm tired of being broke. Who the hell gon' pay that rent?
I'm tired of being broke. 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 I'm tired of being broke.
I'm tired of being broke. Gas tank on E. I'm tired of being broke. Wonder what the world is going to eat. I'm tired of being broke. Bank account got lint. I'm tired of being broke. Who the hell gon' pay that rent?
I'm tired of being broke. 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 I'm tired broke. I'm tired of being broke.
A DJ Plutonic exclusive.
Yup. All my loved ones out there, welcome back. Boss Radio Live, hosted by Phelo the Great, Valerie Denise Jones, celebrity consultant, and our special guest artist on the grind. Hey, it's Cara-Mel. And that was Cara-Mel with a slew of other artists. Cara-Mel, let us know who was on that track with you, because that thing banging. I like that. I like that's one of my personal favorites.
Well, I was gonna say that go back to that that trap, that down south style, my background with that
right. Because I'm a down south dude. You know what I'm talking about? And that's it. That was it. So let us know who else was on that track with you, Cara-Mel. Who else was on that track?
So that was D-Law. So D-Law, that's my husband actually. And then Metal Monk, that's one of our friends as well. So those were the two artists that was on that track.
Okay, D-Law and Metal Monk.
D-Law.
Okay, D-Law.
And Metal Monk. D-Law.
Okay,
Yep.
D-Law
and Metal Monk. Yep.
Metal Monk.
Exactly.
Okay, D-Law and Metal Monk. Okay, love, yeah. So let D-Law and Metal Monk know that is a banger. I like that joint. You know what I'm talking about? That thing banging. So I really do. Yeah, so Reflections, Getaway, which is the latest. Getaway, which is your latest release, and Broke.
Yeah.
And I believe that Broke came off that mixtape that you released. And I found that on the website. So, Valerie, once you come back in, and if you have any further questions for Cara-Mel before we let her continue her day, you can come in and ask them at this time, please.
No, Cara-Mel, I don't really have any more questions because my whole job and goal and reason for being is always to make sure that when we have interviews, especially with people such as yourself, that, you know, we leave people with something that they can definitely take with them. It's sort of like inviting somebody over to your house and then you telling them, hey, make sure you take a plate home, right? Because you don't want them to just come, eat, be fed. You want them to take your plate and then, you know, tell other people about how great your food is until the next holiday. So I definitely appreciate, you know, all that you are. I told you, I celebrate you as a woman. I knew that there was like a lot of chemistry between you and D-Law. I could hear it in the tunes. So when you said that was your husband, I was like, that makes sense. And that's what I'm saying to you. I want to say, keep that going because we don't see a lot of that. Actually, the industry is literally trying to kill that spirit. You know what I mean? And that's what's so beautiful about having this opportunity to share with you because it gives me hope. It lets me know that I like how you put out there that you've got conscious trill because you got so much trap music, ratchet trap. This trap, you know what I'm saying? Like it makes me feel dirty, you know, at the end of the day because like your one of the lines in I think it was your press kit. I'm gonna actually just go back to it, but where you admitted, let's see, in your press kit, one of the lines you said, we as females should not feel the need to remove clothing, get hair weaves, or implants just to get a record deal and make a sale. Let your music speak for yourself. And see, I really, truly, I'm absolutely in love with that line. I appreciate you for writing it because, like I said, number one, how do I make this short? Because I think I'm just excited. I'm on a high. Yesterday I watched Lil Mama's story, right?
Oh, okay.
and I really, she has a story on YouTube. It was like Lil Mama Unsung or something like that, right? And my heart went out to her because I didn't know about all the things that she had to battle and how the world was just so cruel to her. And I couldn't walk away and necessarily pinpoint why they were. And so when I I'm sitting here and I'm part of this interview with you, I'm like, I get what it must feel like, you know, to really want to put something out there opposite of what this industry demands. You know what I mean? I cannot imagine seeing you and not getting the record deal. But then I'm almost happy that you didn't get it because they would have required the implants, the weave, the selling out, the less than conscious lyrics. You know what I mean? Because you're going to have to do
definitely.
Yeah. Whatever it takes to sell. So that's what I was asking you earlier, you know. So is there anything that you want to say? Because we got a lot of female rappers. Actually, there's a huge industry. They're just not getting the attention that they only normally put one out at a time, whether it's Cardi B, she'll come and replace Nicki, and Nicki replace such and such and such and such, replace whatever. But anything that you want to say to our female listening audience, about getting into this entertainment industry, good, bad, or ugly?
I'll say this. I would say definitely be true to yourself. Definitely let your music be, speak for itself. Don't let no one try to change you. If someone's trying to change you, then they're not the right people for you. Just keep the right people in your team and in your realm, and those are your true supporters. you know, just pretty much just do you, and it will come. You know, slow and steady wins the race, so to speak. And you know, it's a journey, but you know, I'm loving every minute of it, and they will too. Just be true to yourself.
Yeah. And I want you and your husband to please continue making great music, because, like I said, that says a lot. And I'm not directing your video, I promise you I'm not.
No,
but
that's
I would love to see, like, a love story. Because, see, it in your video, and there's two things. Two things. I would love to see, like, I want to see the chemistry between the two of you. I don't know if that is, but I watched the videos on your page. But it would be nice because you guys, audibly, you have there's a lot of chemistry. I knew that you knew him and knew him well. I didn't know about the other guy. I know that's D-Law's, the one with the long dreads, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
And
then there's the other guy
that's
that's
his friend.
Yeah. So him, so I see that. I would love to see, like, a nice, you know, love story between the two of you, like I said, because you do such great work that a person could literally put it on mute and still understand where you're coming from, you know, and that's what's so beautiful. And so that, to me, because that black love is there via you know, you have the chemistry audibly, I would really love to see it visually. And then also in that one video, Reflection, I wanted her to push his little butt back.
Oh, yeah.
Saying a little white kid. I was like, dang. Why she just took her to the park? No, she should have saw him again and pushed his little behind back. You know, so I always want to see us win in those videos, because we can reflect, but in the end they need to know who's in charge. And they can play all these little games with us, but they need to know in the end we're going to win. So don't get it twisted. But those are the two things. Yeah, this was, like, really cool, getting to know you. Like I said, I enjoy doing interviews with women, especially natural, you know, black women, because there's another story. There's a different spin on it, because our journeys. I'm not the natural chick per se, but I definitely have, like, a respect for you guys, because it's just something that we can't make up. You know what I mean? Like, y'all are so natural, and I absolutely love that. That's just something. It's just something you exude, and that's what's so beautiful. But any other projects or anything that you've got coming up, or anything that you didn't mention, that this would be the time if you wanted to say anything.
Yeah, sure. So I will be I'm currently working on a single, and I plan to have that released between June and July of this year. So look out for that. And actually, I'm not going to give away the title yet, but it is, the focus is about women in general, and empowerment of women, and the role from where the African-American woman or black woman has come from basically from slavery time up to the present, and the different roles and how we transitioned. So that will be the focus of that particular song. And also, too, later on during the year, I'll be releasing an actual EP as well.
Okay. And then can you go on and at this time, even though we're not closing out per se, I don't know how many more minutes you have to share with us, because we're going to open up the lines and see if anybody else, if they want to chime in. Again, guys, if you, this is to the listeners, if you'd like to talk, please make sure that you press the number 1, and we're going to go on and open up your lines here in just a sec. But can you tell us how, I know your website, but can you share your site with us as well as your social media?
Sure. So my website is www.imcara-mel.com. So www.imcara-mel.com. And my Twitter and Instagram is at Cara-Mel_DMV.
All right, and your social, you said you gave us all your social media. Which one are you on more? Which one did you find is a little more effective for you? Because I know you mentioned you had asked me earlier if I went on your Instagram. Is that the one that kind of sets it off for you?
So actually my Twitter, and I got to shout them out.
Twitter account, okay.
Shout out my Twitter fam. So actually, so Twitter for me, I would say is my the main like social media platform that I benefit from a lot. And Instagram will be second. Definitely, though.
Okay.
Following that, I don't do Facebook. Just personally, I don't do Facebook, and I don't do it in general for my music brand. But those are my go-to social media platforms.
Yeah. Do you find that? And this is the last question. And Smoke, I'm gonna pitch it to you because I see you on the line. I see that you pressed the number 1. But do you find women do they reach out to you and do they ask you questions? Do they share stories? Can you talk to us about your engagement with your female audience?
So actually, at first it's funny because originally it was more I had more of a male, I guess you could say, fan base.
Okay.
But now it's transitioning to females, and I get like DMs all the time of women just saying, your quotes they inspire me, or your story inspired me, or I like this song. So I do get a lot of DMs, and that's one thing about me. I'm the type of artist, if you DM me, it might take me a minute, but I'm going to try to respond back to you or reply to you, and I give, them my time. So I do take time out, and that's me, definitely communicating back to them. So, yeah.
Okay. Good. All right, so Smoke, 734-826. Your mic is live. You're on the line. You hear Boss Radio Live, hosted by Phelo the Great, and our guest is Cara-Mel. Do you have a question, comment? And also, can you tell us how you're doing today?
Yes, peace. We got 18 minutes left, so I don't want to be Brother Longwind. I do want to ask her like 3 real quick questions. and thank you, sister, for coming on the show and everything like that. But is there, for one question, is there like, because your name is in Dana in real life through your bio, because you could have easily been like Delicious Dana or something stupid like that. Is there a story behind your stage name? The Cara-Mel thing? Is there,
so it's all right.
Like,
Go ahead.
No. I was just asking, is there a story behind your stage name? Because, and is the hyphen in there? Maybe there's some type of acronym. I'm just asking.
Oh, no, it's good. So originally, like, Cara-Mel is not just based on my complexion of my skin, but I'm gonna go a little scientific on you for a minute. So, like, when you think of Cara-Mel, I am. So you think of Cara-Mel as like a heated liquid. So it's formulated from sugar and syrup, and they use that as flavor or coloring for food and drink. And once it changes colors. So basically, my name reflects not just my complexion, but it demonstrates the versatility of my musical flow while adapting to create my music with a purpose, basically. So that's what the whole thing is about.
And wait. Please tell me you wrote that down somewhere and that we can actually hear that in a song.
Actually,
no, I believe her. That just fell out her head. That's what she believes.
No,
see, look, Cara-Mel, I'm telling you, this is going to be perfect. Watch, I'm telling you. See, you're going to be, I insist you let me direct your next video. Because, see, that's the perfect thing for you and D-Law. I'm trying to tell you we need that black love and that Cara-Mel mixture. And then the way you just describe the fact that you're an alchemist, I'm trying to tell you, girl, I'm all right. I'm trying to.
So, that's real. Like, that's true. That's the meaning behind it. Like, it's just like, I know some people just come up with a name, but no, when I do something, it gotta have a meaning behind it.
Yeah, okay, because I didn't. Okay, and the next one, do you play the sax, and then do you still play the sax, and then do you plan on, if you still do you plan on incorporating your saxophone skills into your music?
So I'm glad you said that. So I haven't picked it up in a while, but yes, I actually would like to, as a side type of project, do like a hip hop saxophone jazz type of album one day. That'll be a little bit later down the line, but I do want to do that. I'm sorry?
Okay, that's dope. It's like jazzmatazz. Like, remember, I don't know, you little far back. Remember, like when Gangstar did the whole jazz thing, mixing it and meshing. You know what I'm saying? And
I
my
totally
last
forgot about
question.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, because we
go.
haven't really seen a girl play a saxophone since The Simpsons.
Right.
And my last question, being that you're from Baltimore, how accurate is The Wire? My favorite show on television.
Well, I'm not originally from Baltimore, but I have been in here like 7 years, and I'm gonna keep it real. It's pretty accurate in some areas. Yeah. I'm gonna keep it real.
Phelo, I'm not sure we should let Smoke ask questions such as that one, being that he hasn't given us a radio show about film and television shows.
Right.
And I think he should be banned from referencing.
I feel as though as
anything of the
my
sort
employees
until
shouldn't
he is
put our
ready
business
to move
publicly
forward.
on radio.
So what I'll say is this:
Tell your
Baltimore,
folks I'm selling right now. I'm sorry.
But Baltimore, Baltimore is genuine. It's authentic, and you come here, people keep it real, and it's a nice area, But just like any area, you can have your certain areas that's kind of rough. So, it's just like any other area, but it's it can be challenging for some people that's not from here, and I'll say that much. But it's a beautiful city to come and visit for real.
I'm gonna say shouts out to the Baltimore. I'm gonna say shouts out to the Baltimore Ravens just for signing RG3 and giving them another chance to play football again. So shouts out to Baltimore. So Valerie, I want to say this too. I do want to second that proposition, and we can have Smoke come on the show and ask questions because he's very tentative when he's here. He listens and he asks very good questions, like he just asked 3 good questions to our guest Cara-Mel. And being that we haven't got that
very
show,
good questions. 2 questions.
And, why you not giving him the Wire questions?
I'm not giving him that until he does the show. So until he, we didn't hear the last one. So we're doing our editing process.
See how they put me down, people behind the scenes.
Cara-Mel, just so to give you some background noise, Smoke is now in month 2 of a promise, where he promised to come on our network and do a show that highlights movies, television, videos, and we're anxiously waiting to support his effort, because we want to pick his brain regarding certain things, because like Philip said, he does have such a wonderful insight, and is able to extrapolate just a certain energy, from the movies or videos or television shows, and he's procrastinating right now, so that's why I'm calling him Cara-Mel.
Well, they're battering me around on live radio, so that does nothing for my self-esteem.
Hey, I tell you what, Cara-Mel, give him your website, because he can get a lot of inspiration off that website. Go on.
I'm already on it. I already hit the sister on it. It's Smoke for Mayor, sis. Hey, you'll get that on Instagram.
Yeah, he already on it. Hey, so Smoke, you're gonna come
sir.
on, man. You have an open door policy to come on Thursdays where we have our artists on the grind. Today happens to be Cara-Mel, and you come on Thursdays, man, and do a Q&A session with Smoke for Mayor. I second that, Valerie. What you say, Valerie? Can you get that? Can we make that happen?
You could cut in. I would literally love for you and Phelo just to ask the question, and I talk about social media, because that's I love that. See, my Cara-Mel, just so you know, my background is talk radio, music, and all this other stuff. I love and appreciate it, but I'm more of a talk radio, so I like to get into people's heads. And so you'll see me do my Diane Sawyer, because I want to sit and I want to, find out what motivated a person, inspired them, how we can take that and lend that knowledge, to hurting people and a generation that's coming up, without necessarily respect for authority. So that's what I do, and it has a tendency, especially doing a music show, to kind of slow the pace down. So I would rather Smoke and Phelo ask the questions, and then I come in with the trending topics like towards the end and bring the guests in, and we just chop it up as it relates to what's going on in the world, because I think that there's a lot of topics that I would love to talk to you about. Like I briefly mentioned, like Black China, who's a mother, and she's swinging toddler toys, at Six Flags. That's not a good look, you know what I mean? But don't touch my child at the end of the day. So, like you said, there's a message in anything. So I definitely second that motion. And Smoke, since you're not going to do the other thing, I think you should do that.
I'm absolutely going to do it. Next week, we're going in on All in the Family.
I think he said Thursday.
We're going to give a thorough breakdown of Archie Bunker.
I actually love that show, though. He's funny.
No, I want the sis to give out her email again, because I will say I did want the young sister to kind of turn into the Matrix and give that guy a wheel kick in his face in the video. I will agree with Valerie on that. I wanted him to get choked out, but I love that song. That's a great record too. I'm sorry. When we nudged her, I'm like, yo, whoa.
Hey, so, so
as far as the trap consciousness, that one record, yes, I'm absolutely feeling it. It was a record, yes. So absolutely, great guest, guys.
You mean conscious trill?
Yeah, conscious trill. Excuse me.
There you go. Yeah.
Well,
thank you. Like we said all that to say thank you, Cara-Mel.
Right.
Thank you.
And so Cara-Mel, before you go, we winding up the show. We coming to the last few minutes of the show. So give the people, all my loved ones, all my listeners out there, your contact information one more time. That website, because I know the website has all your social links on it. But go ahead and just give them that website again, and any social media that you want them to go to. So you got it. Let's get it.
All right, so the website again is www.imcara-mel.com, www.imcara-mel.com. So that's the website, and you can also download Racial Profile, which is my debut mixtape, and that's free. So you can go check out Reflections, as well as Broke, which is up there. And if you sign up on my mailing list, when you get up there, you will get the free download song of Getaway, which you just heard as well. And that's it.
Hey, Cara-Mel, I want to say one more thing to you. I appreciate the fact that you're donating a percentage of, what you make from your tracks and your work back into the to lower income housing. You're donating a percentage of that to them. Do you want to share with us how we could contribute or support that? Is there a website? Is there a specific charity?
So what's going to happen is I'm actually going to be putting up new merch in about 2 more days. And anybody that purchases like any T-shirts, any merchandise, anything on the website, percentage will go towards like helping low-income families in the DMV area. So that's Washington metropolitan area and as well as Baltimore. And pretty much I like to kind of contribute to different organizations for helping women who need to help to pay their bills for breast cancer or for women's shelters and things like that to help low-income families of that nature, and also like do food drives. So all of those. So when you purchase from me, I want people to know, and that goes for my music too, a percentage is always going towards helping others. It's not just a profit for me. It's about a give back. So when they go to my website, they'll be able to see that information soon.
So all of your songs are available for download for free, or any of them for sale?
No, those are free, but the merchandise that I'm going to be putting on the website will be for sale. My upcoming single will be for sale and that will be around June when I will have a new single coming out.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So Cara-Mel, once again, we thank you for, stopping in. Boss Radio Live. Got to give it to you. Again.
Thank y'all for having me. Thank you.
No problem. We just ask that you don't be a stranger. We ask that you spread the word. Like, subscribe, tell a friend that over here on 4E Media, the 4E Radio Network, we get it in. And so I appreciate you again for stopping through, sharing your story, and just know that we support you, and that's what we do here at this platform, all right?
Thank you so much, and I will spread the word to other artists and just people in general to check y'all out.
Hey, appreciate you, and thank you for coming again.
You're welcome.
Hey, all right. So, hey, that was Cara-Mel. Y'all go ahead and follow her. You know what I'm talking about. Y'all go ahead and follow Cara-Mel. Get with her, man. Get with her to Quit It Barbecue and Meal Do. Hey, so, look, Smoke, back to you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Now that we didn't got the guess out there.
Hey, we only got 4 minutes left. You only got 4 minutes.
We ain't got number 4 minutes. That's it. And all it takes is this. Will you be joining me on the show and allowing Valerie to do, as she asked, to do the trending topics and to let her have the last 30 minutes of the show? And we have
absolutely.
Okay, so that's handled. Smoke,
absolutely. I told you.
Okay.
I told you. Hold on. I told you. Even though we talked about some shit, I told you, man. It is what it is. Let's go, man. Whatever I can do to get this 4E Media thing popping. Come on. Let's go. Let's go.
All right. Well, there it is.
I am bullshit because we should have been started that thing because we talked about it already. But yeah, let's go.
But all right, so good. We there. So Smoke.
That's on record.
Appreciate
people.
You for coming, and I thank Ali. I seen he stopped through, but he didn't stay with us long. But that's okay. Appreciate him. So Smoke, why don't you go ahead and give the people your contact information, my brother?
Okay, well, you can catch me on 4E Media Radio here shortly. You can catch me on Instagram, Smoke for Mayor, Twitter, Smoke the Dog 1, and on Facebook, James Collins. And that's that, man. And shout out and thanks for having me on again, guys.
No problem. You know what I'm talking about, man. As always, man. Fam. So, man, you've been tuned in to Boss Radio Live, hosted by Phelo the Great. We got a lot going on, man. We got the SPOF campaign getting ready to kick off.
Yes, sir.
That's the SPOF campaign. That's the Sophisticated Prophet of the Hood campaign getting ready to come at you. If you go to Facebook, man, my Facebook page, Phelo the Great, it's right here in the comment. The Facebook, you can click on Phelo the Great Facebook, man, and you'll see the banner, man. We got the SPOF banner up. So we're getting ready to get into it, man. We got a mixtape coming at you, a SPOF mixtape coming at you. So y'all stay tuned, man. Keep your ears locked to the street. Go to the website, PheloTheGreat.com. That's PH like phone, ELOTHEGREAT.com. And as always, man, all the campaign material, all the marketing is done by none other than Valerie Denise Jones. That's VALERIE, Denise, DENISE, Jones, JONES.com. So get in contact with Valerie Denise Jones for any marketing material, any marketing websites, anything you might need, because she can make you a celebrity overnight, as Twister would say. With that being said, man, I really thank y'all for joining us, man. Everybody who stopped through, I really appreciate that, man. And it's 100. You know what I'm saying? So, all my loved ones out there, man, I appreciate y'all. Y'all know how we do. Get with it or quit it. Barbecue with me or do. Some will, some won't, some do, some don't. As always, man, good luck. God bless. Gone.